The greatest hotels in New York City offer utterly contemporary hospitality while capturing a touch of bygone splendor. The streets of the city that never sleeps are constantly teeming with activity, whether you're savoring ice cream cones from Mr. Softy in the summer or taking pictures in front of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree in the winter. The best hotels in New York City, however, are a welcome reprieve since they tower over everything. Returning to one of these guest rooms after exploring the city, eating your fill, and shopping all over town is a terrific way to relax and re-energize before spending more time in New York. Number 10. Hotel Hugo, Greenwich Village. This chic hotel's furnishings, which are decorated in Art Deco, are a fantastic reason to explore this area of Manhattan. The 122-room establishment boasts a striking appearance reminiscent of 1940s Rome thanks to Beverly Hills-based designer Marcello Pazzi's use of low-slung leather seats, walnut paneling, and 17-foot walls of travertine marble in the lobby. Even though the rooms are typically small, they are well-designed with space around the bed and elegant marbled and gray and white-tiled bathrooms, some of which include both bathtubs and showers. Although those on the upper floors offer views of Hoboken across the Hudson, it might be wiser to spend the extra money in Soho's boutiques. Bar Hugo and Azul, which has a Cuban flair, are two rooftop bars with breathtaking 360-degree views. Azul has the advantage in the summer because it is outside and offers delectable mojitos. Number 9. Freehand New York, Flatiron. This innovative hotel-hostel hybrid makes its New York debut, which is great news for the posh but occasionally sleepy area around Gramercy Park. The establishment, which is housed in the former George Washington Hotel, pays homage to the building's historic design, with features like mahogany paneling and a picture of the nation's first president in the George Washington Bar. However, Roman & Williams, a hit-making business, modernized the interiors with forest green tiles, mid-century modern furniture, exotic textiles, and lots of plants. Shared bunk rooms and a sizable rooftop suite with match-worthy vistas are among the available bedrooms. The Studio All-Day Cafe serves Middle Eastern snacks like spring pea hummus and lamb kebabs with tahini yogurt, as well as the more upscale Simon and the Whale, which serves killer pastas and salads like the mouth-watering chicory tonnato. Behind the bar is restaurateur Gabriel Stallman of New York establishments Bar Sardine and Fedora. Number 8. The Greenwich Tribeca. Robert De Niro's hotel makes seclusion seem surprisingly simple in an era where ever more hyper-exclusive members clubs entice the black card-carrying wolf pack. It gives the impression of entering the actor's private salon and was constructed more than 10 years ago in this lower Manhattan neighborhood with cobblestone streets. Abstract paintings by De Niro's late father are displayed in the lobby. More inner chambers are found beyond it. A drawing room filled with books opens up into a pocket garden where topiaries cast an Italianate charm. While the Tribeca penthouse is earthy and minimalist, each room is oddly furnished with antique silk carpets, the occasional vintage table, and marble bathtubs. But the Shibui Spa, where the lantern-lit pool sparkles beneath the beams of a 250-year-old Japanese farmhouse, is the lasting revelation. Even though Locanda Verde, which offers rustic platters of duck orecchiette and attracts notable New Yorkers like Yoko Ono and Jay-Z, still has a lively nightly atmosphere, things calm down early. Number 7. The Carlyle A Rosewood Hotel, Upper East Side. Anyone who clearly loves the Carlyle would want stuff at this Upper East Side institution to remain as they are, while also acknowledging that a specific amount of tweaking is, alas, necessary. Giuseppe Tomasi di Lampedusa famously wrote, "If we want things to stay as they are, things will have to change." The fact that this building is both a hotel and a collection of about 50 privately owned flats distributed throughout its 35 floors makes it impossible to renovate the entire structure at once. As a result, some rooms are ornate and tacky, while others are time capsules from the 1920s, and still others fall somewhere in between. Generally speaking, they improve with floor height. Additionally, you get to spend extra time in the elevators, which is something you wouldn't often love doing, but this is not your typical situation. legends are made of the ones at the Carlyle, which are just as admired as the stunning Dorothy Draper lobby or Bemelman's bar. Number 6. Maid Hotel, NoMad. Although this boutique hotel is located in the heart of fashionable NoMad, it has a tranquil Japanese retreat-like atmosphere. When you enter the lobby, you will be in a small room with a cozy coffee shop and community tables. Both the interiors of the apartments and the public areas are dominated by reclaimed wood, with texture added by hand-woven fabrics and brass fittings. The renowned husband and wife team, Natasha David and Jeremy Urtel, who have worked in some of the city's greatest bars, including Death & Company, offer drinks in the lobby bar. New Yorkers are raving about the small plates at the underground restaurant Ferris, such as the Okinawan sweet potatoes with pumpkin mustard and buttermilk, and the carrot agnolotti with lamb neck and pickled squash. Number 5. Lowell Hotel, Upper East Side. This privately owned residence on exclusive East 63rd Street has always been extraordinarily stylish, with Hermes as a neighbor and Barney's diagonally across the street. Even the most charming hotels eventually deteriorate, thus the Lowell needed a facelift, as even its ardent supporters had begun to hint. The once dark, ominous lobby was replaced by a stunning neoclassical foyer that was welcoming, bright, and scale-sensitive after a 3-year makeover. The club room, any hotel in New York's coziest drawing room, is located behind it. Even the beloved venerable Pembroke Room, which conjures the best afternoon tea in the city, has had an upgrade. It is still as charming as it can be, but feels lighter and fresher. Charles Masson, formerly known as La Grenouille, now owns and operates Majorelle, a stunning French restaurant with Moroccan influences. Large lily and hydrangea arrangements, fragrant, blousy pink roses on the tables, a functioning fireplace for the winter, and a retractable roof for the summer are all present. Number 4. Pendry, Manhattan West, Midtown. With 164 guest rooms, 164 expansive suites with floor-to-ceiling windows, contemporary furniture, an abundance of greenery, and warm recessed lighting in both the rooms and public areas, Pendry, Manhattan West intends to bring a West Coast flavor to Midtown Manhattan. The resultant clientele is mainly hipster creatives seeking a place to crash. You can spot them posting up on laptops in the parlors during the day and swarming to Bar Pendry on the ground floor for a unique cocktail with friends at night. Arrive in the Manhattan West development with a full schedule of hectic days planned, confident that you'll have a peaceful place to rest at night, complete with plush slippers and macarons on the nightstand. Number 3. Aman New York, Midtown. Aman's first urban outpost in the U.S. is located at the most recent address to open in the city. The hotel provides a much-needed breather in the heart of Midtown Manhattan by fusing subdued luxury with ample devotion to space and a feeling of rarefied seclusion. The expansive 3-floor spa and wellness center comes to mind, complete with a 65-foot pool, not one but 2 spa houses, one of which is built around an Eastern European banya and the other around a Moroccan hammam. There are only 83 rooms in total, all of which are spacious by New York standards and equipped with working fireplaces and soundproof windows. They are all located inside the renowned Crown Building on 5th Avenue. Even more uncommon is the outside area, where Arva, Aman's renowned Italian restaurant, offers both outdoor seating and the Garden Terrace Bar. Number 2. The Beekman, a Thompson Hotel, Lower Manhattan. In New York, it's not unusual for folks to pay little attention when a hotel opens. After all, there are a ton of them in this city, big and little, contemporary and traditional. It actually takes an excellent property in an exceptional neighborhood in this town to make an impression on the public. In fact, that is exactly what happened in 2016 when the Beekman opened. First, think about where it is in the financial district. Before 9/11, this neighborhood catered to bankers and stockbrokers who hurried to Westchester or back uptown as soon as the market's closing bell rang. After 9/11, upscale apartment buildings appeared, along with bars, restaurants, and shops. Number 1. The St. Regis, New York, Midtown. Even the most untouched New Yorkers can't help but experience a slight sense of nostalgia upon entering the St. Regis and being greeted by a man wearing white gloves and a smile. In that lobby, where sparkling chandeliers light the white walls to provide a required relaxing counterpoint to the throng of cabs and suits in Midtown Manhattan, the feeling of the city's golden age still permeates. The 18-story Beaux Arts landmark was built by John Jacob Astor IV at the turn of the 20th century with that atmosphere in mind. The King Cole Bar has more Michael Kors than Mink, but the rules remain the same. Disregard the extensive cocktail menu and order a note-perfect dry martini or a Bloody Mary, the house specialty, and strike up a discussion with the Boston bankers seated behind the bar. What are your thoughts on these amazing and luxurious hotels located in New York City? Leave your comment down below.